Record. Okay, yeah, yabo. Yakhuluma yonke into. Yabo, it recorded the screen this.
Sure.
Yeah, which is right here.
Sure.
So we can save it, upload it, go. Aibon.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So Aibon.
Sure.
So we're saying Guti, that's how we see a POI, or that's how we see a demand and supply. Yes, Guti, it demand, you have to see candlestick yako i bullish. Go supply, you have to see candlestick yako i bearish. Yes, they are. So it does not matter how like the break of structure does not matter, but then what matters is POI. Yeah. Say Bamba, that's point number one. What matters is POI. And how to see your POI? It's a small candlestick followed by a long candlestick.
Okay.
Engulfing candlestick.
Sure.
That's why abantu abaningi lo mjita lo lapha encwadini yakho uthize yini shadow. So
Shadow.
yeah,
Bullish shadow.
so he said when maybe there's something like this, a shadow, bullish shadow, you take a buy. There's a reason why people take a buy immediately. My candlestick, yeah,
Sure.
immediately, and then stop loss circle below this engulfing candlestick.
Sure.
Then they wanna go high,
Sure.
but then Mina, cause I've seen it, market will have to come back to the order block. Even if you can buy it here, it's fine. But then you go to yabon timanje I risk reward. Yabon. Ko SMC they allow you with the, you can say okay buy yami. I always buy on my order blocks.
Okay. Sure.
Always buy on an order block.
Sure. Refine.
Refine.
Sure.
And then I'm waiting for market to come tap here, then we're gonna continue. Instead of just buying after this candlestick close, I'm gonna wait for the market to come to my order block, then buy. This is where there is a lot of imbalances. You can see there is imbalance over here and all that before it comes down.
Okay.
You want that's an order block. Yeah, well, not break of structure, but I just used an order block. Nalap, there was no break of structure on your phone, but when on the shadow thing, there's no break of structure. It's just this shadow when it comes, he want to buy, and when it's a selling shadow, he wants to sell. When it's a bearish shadow, he wants to sell. When it's a bullish shadow, he wants to buy. That's basically the same thing. So it's a small candlestick followed by a long candlestick.
Okay, sure.
It becomes an order block. It becomes a demand, and if it's this way, it becomes the inverse.
Supply.
Yeah, it becomes supply. It becomes the opposite. Okay, sure. So that's what we're looking for. That's point number one. Then point number two, it becomes more interesting. Umai zalan. It's a small candlestick followed by a long candlestick breaking structure. Now this one gives us a direction. Nguti, definitely we're going up. We definitely have to look for bullish. Not how like if then when you want to look for sale.
Exactly.
Yeah, but so you're looking for a bullish. Why? Because we saw the direction. And another factor, Guti, this is a bullish shadow.
Sure.
And so we broke structure, and we also have a bullish shadow, which makes a demand. So we know that market is gonna definitely come towards the downside.
We imbalance with broke structure.
Yeah, we live in balance, and we broke structure.
Structure as well.
Yeah, which becomes a valid order block. Then we want to buy.
Sure.
We take a buy. These are the laws.
Mvumelana nawo.
Ngena manje my basic my laws, and just to ngithola sibe point ineli one mangizo explain la usho ukuthi ya ko explain ile ekuqaleni yabo. Sharp, there's a demand, and then now asithi mhlambe, okay, so sometimes demand yakho it's something like this. Yabona le ingakanani candlestick, then the next candlestick comes this way. Still, it is a demand zone. As long as that second candlestick that is forming it's longer. Okay. Yeah. As long as it's longer than or closes above, as long as it's engulfing. And so as long as it closes above this one, it's still a supply. I mean it's still a demand. So this area is still my important area.
Okay.
This whole area.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
sometimes that is why when mawuya ubona i-candlestick enkulu and you be like leli kulu kakhulu bese uya kulo time frame you want to refine yathola uya kulo time frame uyobheka ilo candlestick yakho, but you get to see market just tap, just come on this one, tap and leave. And you'll be like, shit, I feel
So
young Pisces at that day. Say demand, like say strong zone because of why? Because of this candy stick that is like engulfing the previous candy stick. So it can do this, and this is just an order block. These are different types of order blocks. It's the smallest candy stick followed by, sometimes it cannot be small like this one.
can be big.
Yeah, it can be big, but as long as we see the second one
The second one closing above it.
close above, sure. And then we have also this one, doji. I want doji, ne? And then we also identify this as an order block.
Okay.
Yeah. Ne?
Okay.
And then another one, it's this one. Ngishawa wonke ama-order block
Sure.
akhona in the market. It's this one. It's this candlestick. Yabona ne? Then followed by this one. Then over here we mark this one. We mark this one. So we're expecting ukuthi kuwo wonke lama dirings now, when market comes back on all these demands, we want to buy.
Sure.
Whether there is no breakout structure or there is a breakout structure, but ukusalago, the rule says buy. And a breakout structure is for maybe adding direction and TP levels and all that. Sure. But the most important thing is this area right here. Okay, so that's good. Shangwazi singakakwazanga mhlawumbe Timbo. Oh. Be present there. Oh. Oh. Damn, dog. Kakala kwazi vandaag, again. Yo, like I think tilita 1-1. Hola now. Shit. Each and every order block, number one. Okay, number two. Each and every order block is important. Market will react on that order block. Okay. Let me show you something. Asithi mhlambe siku 4 hour ne. Okay, le go 30 minutes. Yeah, you go 4 hour. Okay. You go 4 hour. It forms something like this. Everyone go 4 hour. Sit at the 4 hour. Then definitely with the Maibu we want to buy, sure. And then Chigi, the next candlestick that comes does something like this. Then be like, shit. Why am I like reacting at least again? This is 4 hour. But if you go to 15 minutes, you will get to see something like this, Jaya. High, low, that break structure. This whole the candlestick for me high and low. Definitely Google lower time frame. This is lower time frame.
Okay.
But this is high time frame. High time frame is simple than lower time frame because lower time frame is a lot of information. Yeah. Then we get to see now the downtrend, which is this downtrend. Go lower time frame.
Sure.
It's gonna be only one candlestick. Go higher time frame.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. A run on a high time frame is a trend on a lower time frame.
Okay. A run. One meaning one candlestick.
A run.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then you get to see market tap. Then start going towards the upside. Then when I say 10 level, it's that.
Sure.
This is what will happen on lower time frame. But go 4 hour, you just see shoop.
Sure.
You'll be like, John. That's why all these time frames are important, and that's how we get to see with an order block. Is it gonna hold or not? Is it gonna be valid or not?
Sure.
Is my stop loss gonna be hit or not? That's how we go to lower time frame and check structures of lower time frame in situations like that. Yeah? So yeah, this is basically what happens most of the time. So I'm gonna know we went to a valid order block. Now we go into the invalid order block. So I'm going step by step.
Okay.
We did the valid order block and says it okay. But we didn't do invalid order block.
This is the invalid one.
Yeah, this is the invalid one. Let's do the valid order block. The characteristics of a valid order block. Ne? Ile basi ends. We're gonna delete this and we're gonna say polish. Okay. Gonna say okay. Then the next candlestick mhlambe it comes towards the downside, it leaves a tail, taps into the order block, the next candlestick pushes towards the upside. ne? It became valid ngisho yabona continued towards the upside. So there are characteristics of a order block
Okay.
as a hold nengeke hold
Okay.
ezoba valid if this is a demand, we're gonna need to see is it gonna be valid or not. So this is valid demand. There are characteristics of a valid demand that will, take the market to the upside.
Okay.
And there are characteristics of invalid that will le nto besiyenza manje ukuthi iyathepha but
Sure.
ekugcineni igcina iphuma ungazi kanjani yabo. So what we need to see ukuthi we need to see a low. Ne? There's one thing we're gonna need to focus at. It's a low. Okay, so it's a low. Let me come back here. We're saying that in every low and high there's liquidity. Okay, there's liquidity. And look, I was telling you with the so actually we need to see something. Let me say inducement. We need to see inducement if the order block is valid. Yeah, so we need to see inducement when market comes here and then it break a tail. And then this is your order block. Taps into the order block, sweep, and bump. Then we know that this is a valid order block. When we get to see something like this, it's valid. Bump. A low until then market goes up before it leaves before, then it comes back and then and then you get to see maybe sweep
Sure.
on that low. This becomes valid. Definitely it's gonna
Definitely
go up.
going up.
Sure. Okay, sure. Then we come back, city. This is point number one of order block being valid. Okay. Valid order block. Then point number two, sometimes okay, city. Oh yeah. Okay, I see the range. Sometimes when I say market uzoibona iyenza so, this can stick, then followed by this one, pin bar. It's valid also.
Okay.
This is the second point of order block being valid. And then mind you, this thing is the same thing nalesiyenzile ekuqaleni lesithize and then mafia la super elo, then this low becomes an inducement. This is how we see an inducement in JM. Lento le nali into yiwa le, it might happen on 30 minutes, but most of 30 minutes you have 5 minutes you want something like this.
Okay.
And ku 5 minutes ungahlala mhlawumbe ungaboni le tail, mhlawumbe ku 5 minutes ngisho like i-direction yakhona incane, uyobona i movement eka so takes out until we say it comes back, and then more shifter uya ku 30 minutes it becomes something like this, ne? Okay, so this is how we also get to see ukuthi the order block is gonna be valid.
Sure.
The first one was like inducement.
Sure.
Then this one it's called a sweep of a previous candlestick. We have a sweep of a certain low or high, then we have a sweep of a candlestick high or low.
Okay.
Remember ukuthi i run ku lower time frame is a what? It's a structure.
Okay, sure.
So that's so la yazi market khona ukwenzani, khona ukugaya information nge high time frame, yakugaya false information ku lower time frame.
Okay.
khona ukugaya ukuthi we have a break of structure. Yabona ngisho ku lower time frame sithi ku 30 minutes, ngithola sithi ku 30 minutes ikugaya ukuthi hayi la we have a break of structure and then we have an order block. Ayibamba ne uzozibona zonke lezi zinto zozikhipha, ayibona ngisho. But then imarket yethu mayibuya la Siyamangala, this become fake. Why? Why order block getting pushing towards the upside? Because like we are pushing towards the upside. Why now this time around it's out? Because of the break lay of this high. I'm sure this high is liquidity. Go 4 hour. It's only few candlesticks in jam. One candlestick is so. Pin one candlestick is so. This whole movement, le ilama 2 candlestick. Go 30 minutes guy with the okay market structure. You see break of structure. We're going up, then we're gonna continue going up. But after this candlestick, the next movement open and so. As it open, njengoba iyenza ifuna iza mhlambe phezulu kancane ila isuka la. Angisho mhlambe mayifika la iyatap, itap la, then iya phezulu mayifika la iya iza ku open ishiya i-candlestick nyane lincane. And then chase this movement. The candlesticks are also important. That is the good thing. When you do this, you need to go market. You need to be open-minded, very open-minded, okay. And like very open. Again, very open. That is why I still need more screens for me to see what is 4 hour doing, what is 2 hour doing, what is 1 hour doing, up until 5 minutes. Then I'll be able to take entries. Check lama video ngashaya divide the screen by 4. Up by 4 hour, 2 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. Oh. Then I get to see when this was going up, it was because of what happened on the 4 hour. So the reason that this came down, it is because of the 4 hour. Ne? We are born break of structure, he break hang board. Ne? But go 4 hour, that same break of structure. Actually highly, go by highly candlestick. This is now where your order block is. The order block le mhlambe somewhere la. Uma uyibheka ku 4 hours isitshintshe ila. Izile yathepa yaya phezulu. So now go 4 hour le break of structure le uyibonayo. Is it a break of structure? Like
go 4 hour.
Yeah, this is 4 hour. Is this a break of structure? A break of structure sibona ngebody break.
No, it's not a break of structure.
It's not.
It's not.
So it's a what? It's a liquidity sweep.
It's a liquidity sweep, sure.
It's a liquidity sweep. So if it's a liquidity sweep, we need to move towards the downside.
Sure.
That is why le order block le ingaka holdang, ingaka banga valid because of the 4 hour information. Same here. We get to see it good 30 minutes. This check ananga candlestick in jaya.
Okay.
Candlestick. So thing is la.
Oh, yeah, na question bangifuna ukuyibuza bengisathi ngizofuna ivideo.
Yena uyalala oh.
No?
Yeah.
Hayi angilala.
My man. Yeah, sure.
Ngizofuna ivideo man ezongifundisa ngalile. The time ngifunda e-learning ne. Ngifunda ngalo ufuna technical analysis ne. Ngifunda ngama candlestick patterns, ama chat patterns. Angithi wana like laba baspanisa uspanisa SMC now ngithi.
Yeah.
So obviously SMC are trading ama chat patterns abo double top angithi. So le strategy le sama double top nana ngithi dabo baspanisa ama chat patterns kakhulu nama candlesticks ama bathi bobizana ama hammer
highs and lows.
Ama hammer like
hammer. Yeah, hammer.
Like
it's a hammer.
Yona
Hammer, and that was a hammer.
So Spanish nangai.
Yeah.
Like le bengkhomba la incwadi nama bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing. Nangai sa Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should tell you this is bullish engulfing.
Sure.
On bullish engulfing we want to buy. Now go SMC. Go bullish engulfing leaves an order block. Go SMC. When market taps into the order block, we want to buy. This is what I was explaining. Bullish engulfing, we want to buy. But because we're using SMC, we want it to come to the point of interest.
Okay.
When it comes to the point of interest, that's where Tina Spire call.
Okay.
That's why.
But the answer is yes, we do use candlesticks.
Yes, we do use candlesticks. Yes.
Candlestick patterns, ne?
Yes, we
your
do.
Hammers and your shadows, your shooting star. Okay, so shooting star because so so ilanga pass and then he saw because it's a shoot. Yeah. So Spanish nanga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check. What is this? A hammer.
Yeah.
Exactly. And when a hammer comes in, as long as mine tail ngaphezulu says we're gonna go
Yeah,
down.
because there's selling pressure.
Yeah,
This
selling
means
pressure
selling
says
pressure.
we're gonna go down. That's why Linga hold down.
Okay.
So, okay.
Okay.
You said that a run,
A
it's a
run,
structure.
a run on a higher time frame. It's a trend on a lower time frame.
Okay, sharp.
Exactly. A run on
This
a
is
higher time
this
frame.
is higher time frame.
It's a trend on
Okay.
a lower time frame.
Sure, that's very beautiful, Jam. Awuzanga la kuzolala nasikhathi kulala important information. Hayi uthini kani wena? Uzolala manje nta. Azenza njalo boy. Yabona ngisho?
Sure.
High and a low.
Sure.
Then kulowa time frame.
Let's say maybe we were better. Sure. Sure.
It's a trend.
Exactly.
Then what you get to see, ne? Tingenzel. The next candlestick comes and forms. Yavula, mhlambi yarana lapha ebhizi yarana, iyaphansi, and then ishiya tail ngaphansi, then it closes here. Shall I tail layer? It's very important information. The can make millions using this. Only this, boy. You don't need breaker structure. You don't need.
Okay. This is a higher time frame.
Yeah.
We swap liquidity.
We swap liquidity. Where we gonna go?
Upward.
Exactly, Jayabi. So, it's on a rule of liquidity, ne? A rule of sweeping liquidity. It says if a high is swept, then the low will be the target.
Exactly.
If a low is swept, then the high will be a target. So
Sure.
now we have a low that is swept, then the high here is gonna be the target.
high.
That means we're gonna do what? We're gonna buy the next candlestick, put stop loss below this candlestick,
Okay.
and then take profit right here.
Yeah, sure.
Nah, ingapha kulowa time frame. So you didn't to be technical, but the technical, masho this. You need to pakale, usuku unpackage food.
And ungayenza strategy then we trade everything.
This is my strategy, dog. I'm showing you my strategy. This is how I buy sometimes. And yabona lento le nikhombe yona la. Uthi I wrote it down when I wati is the market turned because I refined my order block. Like because you refined the order block, so like lose. I mean, I wasn't gonna lose it. I was gonna take it. Cause like let me show you something. Yeah, when you check mhlambe it's just that ukuthi yenzeke ku 4 hours. Mayenze ku 4 hours so. Let's go on daily and see what daily says. Daily doesn't give us much more, which is this one. So most of the time, mayenze so I was gonna also go for a buy, but then because I see a breakout structure. Okay, let's look at this one, this high. Highly, it was swept. Okay, we know that. But this low, this one is a breakout structure. Okay. Somewhere in lower time frame, I think there was a way to sell this. So I'm just trying to show you that there was a way to sell this thing. I think you come mhlambe somewhere la. Ngale mhlambe is clear. Sit le pile. Beka le pile. Do we have a low and a certain high? Yebo? But our low is swept. Where did market go to? The high. Yebo? We have this high. We have this low that forms this high. Then what happened to the high? Swept. Where do we target?
Low.
It can be bigger scale. This means you're gonna hold for like I don't know how many days, dog. But this is for our it can hold for like so many days. But this is your TP. This is your stop loss. It forms a low and then a high because there is that break. But the break that we was expecting is not a break. It's a sweep liquidity. The demands that are here, they're all gonna be fake. That's all. They're not gonna hold. Which one can we look at? Okay. I see land go Google time frame mhlambe sibone futhi nala nayi enye futhi. Okay, exactly le besikhuluma ngayo manje yabona ku-35 ku la bekaya like the very good entry, a sweep on the low yabona, and then yazi lelo le i-crate le high le, you can see that clear on high time frame. To see it clear, you go to high time frame, you see this high went and created this low, yabona, and then for us to see really the real sweep, we went to even smaller time frame, we saw the sweep. Then we know our take profit will be here. All this won't matter. This demand zone, they don't matter. As long as our stop loss is here, we hold up until this one is out.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. So irrelay sweep it, we have a high and a low. If this is swept, then this high is gonna be taken out. And then nakhona you said why not Iran, it's a what? Okay, Iran it's a downtrend or it's an uptrend.
Yeah, it's a trend.
On the yeah, it's a trend. Yeah. Okay. So spawner died ngiyenzeka ku 4 hour. Angithola. So but then ku 30 minutes ne yazo yenzakalani? 30 minutes asithi network. 30 minutes asithi iphuma so there. She high, then she low, ne? Then yavala. Vala li ini, le candlestick le lilodwa, ne? Then kuza lini, liyavula. Seliyaqala lahlala manje lenza information. Liyaphezulu kancane, labuya la break structure. Yabona into izokudecipher kubudadeng. La sesibona ini break of structure. Sesingakayibo like okay sharp asiphume la. La sibona break of structure la. It's a break of structure towards the downside. Break of structure towards the downside. And the law of a break of structure says what? Says
After break of structure, we expect.
It says this is protected. And then that means when we want to see, okay, there's obviously gonna be a supply because we broke structure. And we have lower time frame, we have a supply, and then we have imbalance. Like the way zokubhayisa ngakhona izophuma so kulowa time frame. Uyayibona ukuthi lento i-downtrend.
Hey, sure.
Yes, izokubhayisisa bese uyasho ukuthi hayi ayiyo ntwana. Hayiyo ntwana. Kapa. Izokapa. Izokapa. Yabo le level le la kubhale break of structure khona. Ila ntwana. Ila. Just right here. Ku 4 hour. It gives you the signals. Low time frame, okay, sharp, it's fine. Ayibamba ne?
Sure.
Exactly. Okay, sisibeke la. Since so. Sit according to 4 hour. Instead, this is our protected low. Protected low. And then this is our target. Go 4 hour. But then 30 minutes is the inverse, Baba. But the important is from high time frame. But when high time frame give you this, you should know. You gotta expect break of structure towards the downside. You gotta expect a downtrend. Lower time frame. Don't take us it's wrong. It's quite any inducement. This is inducement strategy.
Okay,
this is all about it. That's what they do. They induce us. So you have to yabuyi. And yazi wenzani mashiyala la. Asiyenze so qala ngapha ku high time frame izothi okay shaya mhlambe i-outlook ivula i-candlestick open siqala move ngisho it has to take 4 hours ukuthi yenze mhlambe izoya phansi definitely izoshit i-tail nyana bethile yamseke kanjani asiyeke nalami so i-grand shit nyana ne then yazi la yenza la ngisho ku 4 hour yabo last is a protected low then sifuna ifike la this is what is going to determine ukuthi sizoya phezulu njani ne but okay asithi mayifika la le candlestick le movement mayifika la ngapha ku 4 hour liyavala and siyabona the will vala ngakhona alithi lento le break of structure lithi sweep yabona
Sure.
so now this becomes like the inverse.
Okay, sure.
Like we say this become protected, like the one from 4-hour, because bone ngale 4-hour candlestick eqeda ukuvala manje. Protected low. Then all of this kumele kusuke la. Yabo? So he start going to lower time frame. We know, definitely intwana izo reactor there, izoyenza so. Abaselayo bajabula kakhulu. Abaselayo at the current moment. Obvious, angisho i-break structure, i-supply, yangithola. So we want to continue. Yeah, ikhona. Ngithola bese wena uyenzani? Ngoba ubone le yenzeka. I come here and from here to here I need to look for where I can buy my demand. My demand zone somewhere there. Is the ikhona demand zone there. Just right there. It's never entering jam. Take profit. Then you can see tap into the order block. Take profit. Yebo ukuthi le vuto I understand seyiza ngendlela ehlukile manje in an opposite way. Yes, fine. It is there that way, but then you also need to check all your time frames are important. You need to check your 4-hour time frame. You need to check your daily time frame. You need to check your 1-hour time frame. And then you can go to 5 minutes and say, I confirmed from my high time frame good. This thing will go up. Sure. Even though I see this. And then that's good and okay, sharp. The information in ning angazi ukuthi ngikuphe yona. Okay, le thini ukugaya ngale because I'm giving you 10 information at once. Okay. So what is the rule of a sweep coin, Tona? We sweep.
If we sweep the low,
yeah,
we're gonna target the high.
Sharp.
If we sweep the high, we're gonna target the low.
Thank God. So, but this is how it's gonna come out, lower time frame. But because you saw this, you know what to do, ne? Sure. Okay. Alright, then I need some ties. God. Sorry, God. So lento bengi explain la ukuthi uyibona i-POI yakho ibe ingaphasi. It was because of all that previous candlestick, especially like kuma high time frame important. The previous candlestick important kakhulu. Important kakhulu ntwana. Important cool. But sometimes market is not all the time like perfect, baba. Guy exactly the same thing, but most of the time, yeah, push it. And mine push it was born. Mine is push it, and there will be information given to you. Good, I push it. So agnanto bati eshagazo why kune why la.
Okay.
Kune why ne kune ant.
So
Ayikho lento le boy it's been created.
Sure.
The system it's been created.
Sure.
Okay, so what is it that I can talk about? Okay, so we spoke about a single candlestick, and then that is on a higher time frame. So bigger a high and a low. Your candlestick, right? Then now, that's number one. What I like with the video was a hambanai.
Okay.
Yeah, so kongo balakahle phansi ekhaya.
Sure.
Yeah. And then another thing enginayo is sometimes okay, say check the candlestick club before school ngayo. 6 o'clock your voice cutting by.
6 no? Yeah, 6.
Nini? 7.
Yeah, 7. No 7.
Yeah. Okay, good. This is what I want to talk about. This candlestick come back by. Okay. Yeah, well, this candlestick come back by. Hey, like all along, my so piece. I couldn't bond man. Couldn't izinto la siyazi repeated like a lot of times. But you also need to confirm that this candlestick come back by just before the low. Yeah, 9 in your foot. Bye. But on everything, boy, the must be confirmation. It must be a sure thing. It will go there. You cannot say on this level I'm putting yabo lento le yokuthi uzobeka I limit.
Yeah,
We don't do that. Let's put a limit because 500 limit ungakonfirm. Okay, 500 in true ungakonfirm, but it's definitely gonna go there. Yeah, that's what I wanna talk about. Ne? And then also go higher time frame. Enye order ngikhuluma ngama order block, ama type of order block. Wabonile ne? Ama type of order block. Yeah, I doji yabona konke lo. Yeah, wabonile. So yabo la kunani tail. Yabona? Yabona ma tail ne? Ama order blocks. Game.
okay, sure,
But I take them for 4 hours.
yeah,
And also not good for our pet. Also good lower time frame. They are there. And they are also, but they need to
I think Google time frame isn't it ukuthi Google time frame what so on a high time frame Google time frame you refine. Because we have Google time frame you vela mhlambe ithathe.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to lower time frame and look. But still, what I'm saying is that angisho thina bese the order block it's a small candlestick followed by a long candlestick. But this one is different.
Nama week.
The wicks, yeah, the wicks are also the area of point of interest. So the wicks, like I figure la reactile is one of the candlestick le reactile. Yeah. So nala bega da. Ivumile da, yebo. Doesn't matter ukuthi ngakanani tail yakho as long as it's a free tail. Yebo? Okay. The market also don't matter, boy. What market is that? Where's another free tail right over here? Ever? Tap Vi. Sometimes akusiwonke anye kumane uthatha yonke into phela. Yeah, actually you about uthatha yonke. But then I'm telling you it's an order block phela. Yabona phasile. Okay, if le naye le naye singayithatha.
Yeah, iswipile.
Yeah, iswipile yabona. Sweep the order block then iyavaya. Yabona. Yabona.
Sure.
That's another order block nje. Like even though ingakafikanga, sometimes ayifiki. And then okay. So, uma ngafiki so ne? Order block it's a previous candlestick followed by the long candlestick. Ukuthi ime kanjani it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Bigger there. So, yabo last ne order block your tail. And then sne a long candlestick and a small previous candlestick. And the rule says like uthatha I small candlestick followed by long candlestick ayisho. Small candlestick. Kulo time frame it's sell to buy. You take it. It is an order block which include another order block which is this one, the tail one. You take 2 order blocks, meaning here there are 2 order blocks linearly. Yeah, but then as long as we have one, we can see stop loss say to at the end of the day we are safe when stop loss is here.
Sure.
Now you it's an order block. Yabo life figure. But then this one was an order block because we have this small candlestick, long candlestick. Ngafi. Yabo sifaka le tail yakhona lapha phezulu. Yeah, to be safe all the time. Now you it's an order block going there. Now you yabona this one and this one it is an order block. Not good lies uphuma ihlanga. Yabona? Na enye futhi order block. La need to still respect the tail, but then still take it as a whole.
Sure.
So bheka da yenzeni ayifikanga ukuthi mhlawumbe ifikile. Yeah, atifiki. Okay, but then what I'm trying to say ukuthi yabo le long still it is an order block, but then we refine. Yazi ngisho refine. Siyakhona ukubona nale order block. That means market will have, yeah, but that's why market reacted somewhere here, because there was an order block. You can see by this candlestick. So order block is just that small candlestick. As long as it goes over the long candlestick, the next candlestick, that's an order block.
Okay.
I say you're gonna have to choose with the when you go to lower time frame which one makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, and it has to have a lower time frame. It has to have imbalance.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So we spoke about a high and order blocks and that. Okay, sharp. Sinkhulume ngale boy. Okay, sharp. Sikhulume ngesweep, a high sweep and a low sweep. Ne? Sakhuluma nge-order block. Ne? Sathi ku-order block nasi le structure. Masifika yi kule order block demand zone. We want to take a buy, right? Ne? Then asithi manje this is mhlambe higher time frame. This is an order block from higher time frame. Ngishaya ngale ama candlestick. This is an order block from higher time frame. Get to see this is the order block. Even on lower time frame, it happens.
Okay.
Then we get to see this is the candlestick. That comes bearish towards the order block.
Sure.
Then it leaves a certain high and a certain low and a certain high. Ne? Wangabona idedeng tingenze so ibe incane nyana izokhona ukwenza sense. Okay, and then we see a tap. You need to go I think you also need to shoot. Isn't it there?
Lazy, ne?
Yeah. Take a picture there. I wrote everything down.
Sure.
Yeah, for you to also see. What's no ne?
Okay, I'm going to go myself.
Yeah. Skumbule net.
Sure.
Skumbule. Ayibona ne? So ukuthi order block valid. Sibona ngalama candlestick lawa enzakala la. Ne?
Okay.
So we said ukuthi before we said speaker in inducement. Second, we look at the previous candlestick. If there is no low, I'm sure about my there's no low, we cannot say there's inducement or what because it's just one candlestick. Where is inducement? Yeah, so we say we look at the low and the high of a candlestick. We go back to lento besiyenza la. Ukuthi on a high time frame, it run. It's a trend. Nayo le ku 30 minutes, it's a run. Ku 5 minutes or go 1 minute, it's still a run. Go 1 minute, uzobona structure going towards the downside on this bearish area. And then ku 30 minutes you get to see what? Ku 30 minutes you see the low of that run. It's swept. That gives you a signal that if a low is swept, we're going high. Second sweep, it confirms with the order block is going to be valid.
Okay.
Okay. Like confirmation. There's nothing else that's gonna happen. So sharp. We confirmed. Now you know what happened. This comes in to buy. First candlestick. Second candlestick coming in. This is a high of candlestick. Look at the break. A sweep when it's sitting high. What is the low of a sweep? If a high is swept, a low will be targeted. And if you see this thing, i-market ne iza ku-order block i-tap. Angisho izoza mhlambe ngale ndlela le ku lower time frame. Ne? Then mhlambe nayi le sweep yethu la yenzakala la. The sweep le la yenzakala la. And then le high sibhekile nayi la, ne?
Okay.
Le high le ibala.
Okay, sure.
Asitila. Then we see good last is sweep ngisho. Then market start going bullish. Siya buy. Go bullish. My fear la iya sweep nayo. Okay. siyasweep ne sibona kuphi ku the other time frame asiboni kulo time frame sizoyibona ngapha vele thola. And then what it do, start going towards the downside, because what is the law saying? A high sweep mntwana, and mangabheka wonke lama candlestick 1 2 3 aformeke between this single candlestick, the high and the low. I mean the low and the high of this single candlestick. Sweep on the low. Already sesiyazi ukuthi we're gonna go up because we swept a low, and maybe we target, angisho obvious, we're not gonna target this high. We confirmed, so we need to go much higher.
Sure.
Yeah, we confirmed. Sithi mhlambe this is how it was mhlambe. This bo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. CBS. Preco structure. Sitting high. English. Target is this high English. When we confirm.
Sure.
Sharp. Buy. Stop loss. And the stop loss sama sengiconfirmile angisasibeki la mina. Sengisibeka ngapha.
Oh.
Okay. And sengiconfirmile.
Sure.
And yabo in the candlestick le. It's a hammer. After a hammer we want to see what? A reversal.
So a reversal.
Yeah, a reversal. Yangibona. Nala kuphuma ini ihammer foot, which does what? Which sweeps that single candlestick. Ile besikhuluma ngayo ukuthi ku high time frame. Yeah, uyakhumbula ku high time frame ukuthi okay.
Leyo ngishayele yona ngama
Yeah. Boni shayele ngama candlestick. Nayo on 30 minutes it still makes the same thing. Still the same story.
So izobuya la pass.
So because now this candlestick lesi sebenzisile confirm you, we confirm it has been swept. Yona lesi sebenzisile to confirm the buy. Its high has been swept. This whole thing become the inverse. Ngathini, this is not gonna hold anymore. Okay. And then the first area to look at, it's gonna be, angisho the rule of a sweep says if the high of a sweep if the high is swept, then we're gonna target the low. The first low to be targeted, it's gonna be here. Then yeah, that's the first thing to look at. Second thing, we're expecting market to go hunt those who are here. I wrote it down. Neither. It taps. It has to tap first. It taps as it goes high, up. It sweeps the recent high or the previous high. It sweeps it. Then that means the order block will be fake. How to see if an order block is invalid? Yeah. Stay in the market, bro. It happens. Like if order block invalid, you need to see sweeps of lows, not sweeps of highs. If a demand is valid, we need to see this is a demand sweep of a low. Yeah.
Sure.
That's when it becomes valid.
Okay.
But then if this high is also gonna be swept, it becomes invalid. We need to see a break. That is why bukhuluma ngalento le
Candlestick must close
above. Yeah, it had to close. Then you were now there we go. Yeah, you don't just
close,
yeah, okay, sharp. The best area, take a buy immediately, but be aware, because sometimes they don't hold. Be aware of your highs and so on. If your highs are swept, then hey, you are in danger. Your lows will be the target. Comes to your lows, takes your lows out, takes your stop loss out. This is how to see the order block is invalid. This is how to see order block is valid, and this is how to see that the order block is invalid. Okay. When we see high sweeps on a demand zone, then the demand zone will be invalid. But when we see supply, when we see a supply tap, okay, market structure tap, ne? And then comes here, sweep this low. It's a confirm uptrend yon. So ya confirm that is a uptrend in jam. Lento buyisho ayiyenzeke. The sell yakho le demand yakho. It's not gonna happen. The next candlestick, it's gonna be bullish. stop loss out. So this, you see, high is being swept on a demand, invalid order block, invalid demand, invalid supply. Your lows should not be swept. There must be a break of structure. Bra, simple. Because the market continue, continue, ne? And I've went through this, bro. So
the candlestick must close
above
11. It must
all the
always
time.
close.
It
Always
must
close
all the
above
time
11.
close above. Once yangacala iti sweep, we change.
Because a week is a sweep.
Yeah. Once yangacala iti weak, until
A sweep here.
and then boy, we expect this low to be out. And when this low is out, and also what do we expect on this low? We don't expect a sweep. Because once yang sweep a foot on this low, then still we continue on going up. Because we have a what? A low sweep.
Okay, my sweep another go peso.
Yeah. Because we have a low sweep. And this is gonna be the target. Yeah. Ne? But then if it's a body, it's a body break.
We're going down.
Then we know that it will retrace back. Change character. It's a change character. So this is actually, boy, the market is all about highs and lows, boy. What is happening on your highs and lows? And then there are highs on higher time frames, there are highs and lows on lower time frame. Remember, ne? That is why, like, amachita mani mangwa bugele bewati order block yakho ne yangafika ku kudadeng market yangafika ku order block. You go to lowest time frame, like 1 minute. You need to definitely see a market shift.
Okay.
Okay, I see my order block. Ne? Then you get to see higher time frame. Okay, higher time frame comes in. Tap. A1. Tap. Then immediately my tap para when now we achieved. Yeah, with smaller time frame. Smaller time frame, you'll definitely see something like this. Tap. You need to see
Change of pattern.
a huge movement towards the downside. Then it will definitely come back. Yeah, well, what the recent high we the recent low we was looking at, it was this one. Once you are super da, it's a too big. Then order block is over invalid.
Okay.
That's how we get to see. So you don't just put limits and all that. You need to confirm all those things. Zokusendela 2 videos. Zokusendela a video where I'm saying all these things, and this one, because I think we won't cover everything.
Okay.
Yeah, as you said, you should have told me earlier. Session will take time. So the most important thing done is a high and a low.
Okay.
That's how the market builds. That's how the market builds. It goes up from the high, goes down from the low, goes up from the high, from the down, from a low. And so,
Sure.
But we need to see body break. Body break. That confirms continuation. Body break.
Sure.
And why
Sure.
But then once we see sweep, tail break, liquidity sweep, change. Important. So now no mizala there. This is, let's say this is 30 minutes. Ne? Kulo time frame is over so you see ukuthi le high le wena uconfirm ngayo ukuthi which is this high ukuthi it's a sweep. We bought 77 low candlestick ngisho we buy ngisho sharp. It's a low ngisho la. It's going to be a low on lower time frame. It's going to be a low. But this low, good lower time frame zoboni break, ne? Zoboni break. I mean, zoboni break of structure, which is gonna form a low, which is gonna be this low right here. 30 minutes yabona ibiyela phakathi. Bayibiyela phakathi yenzani? It closes. Yabona? When it closes, you'll be like, oh, sweep, pin bar, closes above this low. I take a buy. You buy. Angish. But then again, that same candlestick we used, you take a look at the high. What do you see? A sweep. And la uzobona mhlambe something like a break of structure and all that. Break of structure. Then you'll think it izochubeka because of the sweep that we saw here. it's not gonna continue. It's gonna react as if like it's gonna continue. Unfortunately, it's gonna go against you.
Okay.
Let's see. Mhlambe khona la ngidwebe khona la. Oh, yeah. I want to see the invalid order block. Okay, yeah, good example. Marala, it happened on high time frame. Kumbula ukuthi small candlestick followed by long candlestick. Angish?
Sure.
Then it went and formed this low. When it comes back here, we want to target this low. Continue going towards the downside. English?
Sure.
Okay, sharp. Kubeki market is a pants. Kulowa time frame zoyibona. Shaya lezi kulowa time frame. Then we get to see mhlambe all that information. Yabona? Ithepile ngisho. We don't want to see this. A low sweep on a demand zone. We already know that after this sweep we're going up. That is what I was saying. But this is on high scale.
Okay, sure.
And told high scale. Low scale, corner na call. Whereby we have order blocks that don't hold. Let me make an example by this order block. Ebo. I'll have to mark it so that we go and check it with why yenze the way yenze ngakho. Avoid there. It's that pin bar, long candlestick. Take the pin bar, becomes a demand zone.
Sure.
Okay, we need to go to lower time frame. See why ingaga respectanga with that profit line ingaga bayang and see this hyping out. We need to change the color, pink or yellow. Yeah. Let's go to lower time frame and see what happened. Why that order block was out instead of holding. Where is it? Oh yeah. Sizoi. Okay. Yayibona le order block bar ikwenza break structure kahle order block. Wait, wanna continue, right? But yeah, fail. There's a reason why it failed. Okay, let's go to see the reasons. Okay, on high time frame. There are a lot of reasons why it failed. That I think high time frame. We're gonna look at the previous highs with the campaign. Okay. Either. Okay, this is 30 minutes. Okay, this is 4 hours. In your decline. Okay. I don't see anything go for exactly. So you're gonna have to see something, bruh. Here it is.
Sure.
This is why it failed. It tapped and then swept. No. All these time frames. Yeah, nalele sweepile ngapha phezulu. And uyalibona yini le candlestick le? Yini lento le? Hammer. If a hammer in the tail enkulu ngaphezulu, it definitely means good. Selling pressure ngisho. And what happened? It tepile yaya phezulu. But what happened here? Swept. We don't want to see a previous candlestick being swept or a previous high after tapping into the order block being swept. It will definitely be against us.
Exactly.
So shy.
Yeah,
bruh, the hands I'm telling you, there's no way agna reason. Engulf. Yeah, engulf. That's why abantu abaningi, but when we get into the order block, at least this money engulfing. Okay. Then we confirm.
Okay.
I think I said it also. Engulfing. You will confirm. Okay. Need to see also at least abanye basebenzisa yona kuphela, at least engulfing. At least bese ngapha abasebenzisi ababuy immediately after this one, babuy after lay for me. After all the time, just after engulfing. But good sometimes engulfing yakho iba too long. bese awubi ne-chance
Sure.
yabo nayi dade ngikhomba ngifunile somewhere ngayibona le ayirespectwanga then I need to go check out udo ayirespectwanga
Okay.
nayi on 2 hours. That's why I need 6 screens plus this one. Yeah, I'm still gonna buy 6 screens plus this one
Serious,
for
Joe?
me to see. Yeah, for me to see all this information.
I think mangaphatha 3 so mina ngizoba mnandi.
Yeah, but yeah, get the better. It's Spider Jet,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to me, I saw good thing. And show me
so-
the reason I need 6 good things.
Ngiyakuthola.
I'll have to view Uncle Lama.
Okay.
So each will have 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute.
Okay.
One Nasdaq. Then we go 4
I
hours.
should skip this one so yes.
Yeah, just divide for
None is
Nasdaq.
food.
Yeah, this is gonna be for
None is
Nasdaq.
food.
Tell me this row
Okay.
Nasdaq, US 30. Yabo.
Okay.
Then I know what they see.
Yeah,
Then I'm gonna have opportunities
Yeah,
right there.
sure.
A lot of opportunities. Now order block invalid. You see, small candlestick followed by long candlestick. Strictly, it's an order block. Now, in this way, you will play the order block. But then yeah, it's this one.
Yeah, well.
And Lafuti, it used even the unmedicated tail. The tail came back into the tail, tapped, but then swept,
Yes.
and then give you a hammer that says the next candlestick is gonna go to the downside. Order block fail. Now any foot order block ya fail. It doesn't take this low. Yeah, but you order block and then it forms the long candlestick. A small candlestick form a long candlestick, and then leaves a low, go up to medicate the order block.
Will react.
Yeah, it reacted, but didn't break.
Sure.
Structure just. Oh, come up break of structure, like
Yeah,
break of structure, but die. That is why I thought I was like freaking out. Because John.
Skipper and waluza kakhulu ngale.
Yeah, I was losing because I was using the thing with it. As long as in kune break of structure and order block, you balance, what, die. See sharp. Let's go. But because of this, I lost, bro. I decided to be like, fuck, let me stay back.
Sure.
And I'm a lose one bad because yes, we'll be news and then we loser. They say I don't have money to fund.
Sure.
I'm told.
Sure.
So that is why I went even extra mile. Believe next day and then once I fund, I'm making money. Zuga.
Nine.
Yeah, Zuga, I'm making money.
Angithandi confidence yo.
Tana Zuga nje. Hayi kuphela benayo babuthi confident. Yangabi khona zoba senkingeni.
Angithandi confidence.
Okay, Jav is an order block. Let's just use this 2 hour. Or yeah, maybe let's go to the time frame. See what happens. You see the order block we took it coming from the 2 hour time frame. Sometimes order block we want 2 hour. Now 30 minutes corner. Yeah, ngizokugayela video le. Phinde ngiyogaya lama video amanye awuthunyana bese la ngikhuluma khona about this SMC.
Sure.
Okay, definitely. Oh, yeah. Yabona msinawo ne? Ile nto besayikhuluma ukuthi ukuthi sine break of structure, but then market comes. Yes, yeah, you change the character, and then now we're gonna change and look for sales. Yabona? Look for sales, and then we're gonna sell. Kabanga shower isn't easy too. I'm sure this is what we said. Ukuthi, okay, we're gonna look for buys here, right?
Sure.
Because we saw a break of structure. But unfortunately, market goes against us. Then we get to see what? Change of character. That means we're going to see, we want to sell when market comes here. But then market does not sell, market goes up. Shy market done. Try too, man, dude. Yeah, what? Uzogcina uthi la SMC ayisebenzi. Or uzogcina uthi fuck, le market ngigatenze njani? Kanti abanye baphasa mina kufeyida.
La ivele yakhawatha la yakuhlangahlanganisa.
Dog, ikshaya ngapha nangapha. Break of structure, change of character, supply, take a sell. Call. Hey. Okay, break of structure, take a buy. Call. Hey. Kanti.
Anti mama kungtini computer yeke ngiyabhala.
Yeah, that's why what they do this, dog.
Flip zone le.
Yeah, that was a good flip zone. We expected this low to be out. We want to sell, but next.
A flip zone because the demand
Yeah.
fails to do its job.
Exactly. Change of character. The change of character. Hey. But then your target was not hit. Out. Why? Reasons. We don't want to see our sweeps on our city on our previous lows. We don't want to see. Once we see sweep, it determines the failing of an order block. So we see with Tilana, we have this. Okay, we want to see after it tap, ne? We see this low being formed. Market goes tap, ne?
Sure.
Then they say now we start taking sell. We sell, and then market goes towards the downside. From this low, come back, but then we see low sweeps.
Sweep, sure.
But beside this low sweep, nale order block le. Nale sweep le ngibonela le. Was the first one to tell me good hey. Kenzakalanda yabo. That's why ngimakhile naye. I was as I was explaining this.
Sure.
Yabo. That's why ngimakhile. So because like kulower time frame, I expect change of character here. Like I expect below this the order block length, yabo. Small candlestick followed by long candlestick. I expect a body break. Then okay, I can. This is a valid sell, yabo. Body break. But then on that order block, encane kulower time frame, lay order block and you to look high time frame. Lay order block and you to look 30 minutes. Kule order block and you to look 30 minutes. Yeah, sweep after my sell. But I see order block sweep. Shit, order block sweep. Okay, let's hold, yabo. And then as we hold, we see previous low sweep. Then already definitely good previous low sweep le iphuma kahle ku 30 minutes ku 15 minutes. Yabo la already see against mina kabuhlungu kabi. After ukusweepa la bekivala ku see against mina almost hit stop loss before I could have even realized the shit we have low sweep. But then the more you go to lower time frames is the more you will see mhlambe with the shit I have a low sweep. Yabona enye futhi low sweep. Yabo honest immediately after step we don't want to see previous low sweep. Previous low sweeps we don't want to see that. It's danger for the order block. Nala yenzakalile. Then you know. I'm sure sometimes your stop loss was above here. Your intro was maybe somewhere here. At least uzophuma ngeloss encane than phuma ngayo yonke le loss yakho. Yabo. And then the more you go to lower time frames, it's the more you get to see with shit structure. Structure is asivumi structure. Sisibona ngapha ku 5 minutes. I think this is why I just needed to start, bro. Like, than talking all this nonsense. This is valid, yeah. Uzovaleka kancane. Yeah, uzobona hey kuningi kusamele ngikufunda. Come on, load. Network 34. Esavaya ngasikutala. Transport la ntoni iyatholakala ne?
Kube ngibuza wena. Maporo
So kantan.
Ne?
Yeah, sizo.
To your moms ne?
To itsamai.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or to moms cause lapho uzoyithola straight vele like
but
say. Yeah, to moms ungayithola straight. Oh shit, this thing ilan. But then you understand what things I'm saying, ne? Yeah. You don't want to see
I'm a sweep.
Nah, uzowashuta lezi zinto lezi. One thing, yangathepha in. Are you sure how to identify ukuthi is not valid? You at most of the time, lento benyibiza yona ukuthi le low le inducement. What if it's a continuation? Because after break of structure, we know ukuthi market have to break another structure. But you know ukuthi you have to look at all time frames and see if is this a break of structure or a sweep. Because go 15 minutes ingavela as a break of structure, but go 2 hours ivele as a sweep that confirms what the order block is about to buy. In your foot, you don't want to see a high sweep. Whereby last one a low sweep. That's why our supply was bad. Then we don't want to see a pin bar. I sit away our bone nyama high sweep or low sweep, but then you see market tap that same candlestick leaves a tail below, leaves a pin bar. Yeah. After tap ku POI yangaya phezulu bese shitailing phezulu next movement ukuzonyiwa kho manjani so khala mfana yeah, so this is all it dog. Like most of the time it's the best information I could give you. A high and a low is important. Just put that in mind. With a high and a low is important, and a high and a low, a run is a high and a low on a lower time frame. If you have this single candlestick, this one, ku 1 hour, yeah, ku 30, ku 5 minutes, it's a trend. This thing, and so it's high and it's low. It's important. But sometimes the corner, market you get to see with the layer high layer, jengala, pegale. It's a certain high sweep. But market did not go down. Oh, fun. There is a lot. So there is invalid order block. There is valid order block. There is valid sweep. There is invalid sweep. Everything invalid. There is the opposite. Yonke lento wena ubona bakuthicha yona da, you must know that there is the opposite of
the other side.
The other side of it. You must know how is a kanjani. So I'm giving you a task ukuthi yonke lento yaziyo wena, go check the opposite of it. Why we lose on order blocks? Why we have a high sweep? Because the law says if we sweep a high, we target the low. But then after sweeping the high, market never went to the low. It continued, but we swept the high. Why? Yeah, what? That was the questions that I was asking myself. There's a very good reason why. I think going to the example. It normally happens at 3:30. Let's see. Exactly. 3:30. This is 15. And it's 1 hour. It happened at 3:30 this day. It happens at 3:30 now, really. Oh, okay, this is 10. Most of the time, 3:30 to go. Hey, bo. Le thola ukuthi iyakubhayizisa nje shanga pananga. Okay. Sinu explain le yona. So bona mhlambe market ya move ne. Okay, market ya move. Athi bhale kahle. And then leaves a high and a low. Then here's a 3 or J candlestick or in market's nature. Shanga pananga. Yabo, la kenzakaleni. La uzothini la ntwana? Iyaphi market la? Most of the time but le candlestick le indecision. Have you ever came across that? Ne? Good indecision. Like we don't know now with the market. Yeah, me I know.
Okay.
Me I know. You go to lower time frame. Ne?
Okay.
This is 30 minutes.
Sure.
You see your low has been swept and your high has been swept.
Okay, ucheck ukuthi iphi abashaya iqala.
Yiphi abashaya iqala?
Abashaya kokugcina.
Abashaya iqala.
From le abashaya kokugcina siya kule abashaya kokuqala.
Yeah. Ayi babili uchaza ukuthi bayo baba basiyana actually low, a high, then market thola ukuthi ku lower time frame phumela qala, then yara cha yabuya yavala, then we know ukuthi the next candlestick is vele ivule yenzansi
Kanti makuso kusho ukuthi sabeshayile iqala. Sashale.
Yeah.
No siya.
Yeah. Yabona nayi easy le yashayile icala ile yaphezulu yashayile sesiyazi lays out
Sure.
ibheka kulo time frame yabo lezinto ntana izinto bongeke uzithole just like that. But it was very hard. That is why I've been sitting for so long. I don't sit anymore. If I sit mhlambe an hour, then I don't sit anymore because like I get my big pains.
Okay.
And as a Spanish man ngisebenza using my back. So
Sure.
manya ku talk say don't sit for so long and don't use your back a lot. So Spanish ngabatshela bank change sengispana kahle. Mangihlala ayihlala isikhathi eside. Ngiyasukuma most of the time. So it's the sacrifice I had to take for me on knowing all these things. I'm definitely sure that next year.
Ngithanda confidence. Faith.
Yeah, faith. They call it faith. So as bon as uncle isn't. Zonke zenze. Singikhombe enye futhi. Oh le sweep le ngifuna ukukhuluma ngaye, ngivale ngaye yabo. Shizo ukuthi when we see a high being swept, we want to see the low being taken out and the high protected. But here the inverse. Structure is important, Jay. Structure is important. You need to confirm your sweep. Is my sweep gonna be the invalid or valid? We know the rule of a sweep. Okay, this is the rule of a sweep.
Okay.
But sometimes there is the opposite, whereby we sweep a high, but then we also take out that high as you sweep it.
Okay.
We don't go and take the low, just like the same thing here. Sweep a high, we was expecting market is la, but there is angada yepezu. So we go back and see. We see okay, we had previous high naila, previous low naila, and then both of them were swept by this candlestick. We go and check that first. Shit, I don't think this is of I don't know time frame, but what time is okay? This is the lamp. Let me see 15 minutes. Okay. Let me see 15 minutes. Load. Bullshit. Nokuhlupha inetwork so.
Yeah, ne?
Like la bengihlala khona eWest bengihlala duze nasesikolweni. So kule sikole kune
sure.
Wi-Fi what tower. So bona kuhlala bengirana abantu
Ne?
bengayiboni into yenzakala la.
Ngikhipheni kanti ukuthi umuve ngada.
What thing move there?
eWest.
It was expensive and I wanted to save money.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I wanted to save a lot of money in turn. I told you I'm saving money to buy all this setup and
Into
also,
expensive room.
yeah, that room was expensive.
Because we said to Spani.
Yeah, but still it was expensive.
Okay.
It was 3.5 though.
That's fine.
It's expensive finish. And I'm still there almost 6 months.
Serious.
And man check maling spending ya pala save la.
Ngapha yadla.
Yeah, yabo all zonke lezi zinto apha nginakekela abantwana babi yabo, so I was like nah, ukuze ngisave imali ngcono ngikhathe iloss eyi1.
Oh, sure.
Then ngakhuphukisa ama savings.
Unabantwana bengaki?
Nga2.
2 ne? Okay.
Nga2. Nalo medium.
Okay.
Taba so ekudeni that ngama high school lovers.
Serious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yayibona?
Next.
Nayi lento leyana. Khumbula ukuthi ngithize iswipa kuphi iqala and then
High.
swipa kuphi futhi.
Sure.
Bheke kuyenzeni. When it respected order block went up. And another thing, sweep high,
yes.
the order block become fake. Cool. Ne? Then went back inside. Go high time frame is so good. Nala, when it went back inside, it swept this low. That's why it continued going. Kumbule ku high time frame is that candlestick when you combine in a tailing up and up.
Sure.
On a certain high and a certain high and a low. But then you said it when you by yourself. Does it mean we have to go lower time frame and check which one is swept first? The other say okay, this low was not swept, it was respected actually. It went up. We have the first sweep is the high, market went down. Okay, we sell. After we sell, I don't know. When it comes back, we see go another time frame. Good shit. We have this low sweep now. And as you can see, mhlambe sinama order block so na order block futhi ngidebile kusiluku lawa time frame. Your order block became invalid. That you understand that? You need to see first ukuthi if mangabe le candlestick sweep ngapha nangapha, you need to know where is the first sweep and where is the second sweep.
Sure.
Then take a buy. Akunalento bathi intersection.
Ayikho ne?
Hayi. Market done, it does what it has to do. And the rest, boy, I think downloaded this whole thing.
Okay.
And then the rest, 1 hour.